Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. Don't be surprised if they focus heavily on the run game here to start this first quarter. They know their running back, who has meant so much to this program, has been beloved by these fans, has a chance to break the single-season rushing record. They want to do it early and make sure there is juice here in this stadium. I expect them to give him the rock. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline early in this ballgame. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense will come out first. And here comes Byron Brown. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Brown will throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fighting for it. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offside. This offense. With the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Turns out it's Johnson. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Left side is Cobb. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Brown wants to pass. They're all over him. Right side, it's Cobb. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. The Rebels offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here he comes as we get our first look at Kewan Lacey. Both these teams love to keep it on the ground, and they have guys who can carry the load. That's the risk you take when a long field goal like that 57-yarder doesn't go. Now the offense has it around the 40. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it. He'll toss it. Maybe some room here. He's at the 20. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot saved a touchdown.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out? Maybe go.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. All over him immediately. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Trying to establish the run. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. After the run, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's a give to Washington. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Left side is Kane. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Extending the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. Second down to the air. Has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. They were all over it.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Handoff again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll toss it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
when you think about Alex Golis' offense and his tenure now at the University of Auburn, like, they've got to find those guys that can run the football. They like to go fast. And so bringing in Washington at the running back spot, obviously Brown's going to tote this a lot. But Washington, you saw him get totes for Baylor, Palmer, and he was really, really good. Consistent, can make plays, great balance, great speed, great power. Like, this 1-2 punch with him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Brown will throw it. He lost one down the sideline. Wide open, he makes. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They need a huge play on third and long. The snap sets up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Crosses the 30. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Syracuse Orange.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got a little space. Turning it on. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
It's dropped after taking the hit. Second and long here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Buys time to his left. Out wide left, it's Gill. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Cook. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Rushes on. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate.
Touchdown, Rebels! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Auburn lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Brown wants to pass. Fires downfield. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Left side is Kane. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his man on the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll give it to Washington. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense trying to be aggressive. They're throwing the go ball down the sideline. Just a better job in coverage defensively forces the incomplete.
On play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Tough run here. It's Washington. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Washington again. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. They'll try to run it with Washington. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Rebels sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. He's past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So 1st down will open up the final period. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He's changing the play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Moving to his left. This time he's got his man. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Makes a grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver going in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. On the move. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the 2nd half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Chambliss. Holds on, it's Cook.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Washington. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Off play action on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Running right, Bryson Washington. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Brown wants to pass. Finds his man. Touchdown, Auburn! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Now on the move. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Brown will throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to.
Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and long here. They just keep firing. This time it's complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Right side, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Look out! And they got it.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.